Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Balokami HD's Gaming here. Today we're going to play some XCOM and I'm going to give you some review about the general building system in this game, and there's gonna be only one part out of many others, so please stay tuned, subscribe, like and comment if you have any suggestions, and I will just quickly go through this. Without further ado, let's get started. So like as well in the first XCOM part, you have the research.
Yes, Commander.
Research of course is very important. You will have to research all kinds of stuff. Right now I've researched pretty much everything. I like to proceed the game by researching first and then continuing the missions. However, it's a critical part. As always, you need to research alien technology in order to gain further technology of your own.
They face a well-armed,
Next up,
well-trained
there's Commander's
enemy,
quarters.
yet they never waver in their loyalty.
There's nothing
to
too
the
big,
cause.
just some archives where they show like records, recruitment, blah blah. It's nothing too important for your game, you will not need it. Objectives, the main objectives just shown of what you need to do throughout the game. Avengers report. It's just simply what happened during the past few minutes of your gameplay or hours, or whatever you have played, depending on how long you have played. Let's go quickly back. As you can see, it's a bit more detailed, it's a bit bigger than XCOM 1, but this time you can actually zoom out and you can see in XCOM 2 you are flying the Avenger, an alien ship captured by humans and taken over, and your job is basically to turn it over, make it your own, research everything, which is basically given here. You can see there are alien debris, Advanced Warfare Center. This one I've basically unlocked already, but what you will get are these alien debris, which you will eventually just click on it, clear alien debris, and then excavate. Well, now, in order to excavate, you will have to gain engineers this time, which means you will have to take an engineer to start excavating these spaces so you can use them for your own. You can as well put a second engineer in place and it's gonna drastically excuse me, it will drastically lower your excavating time. So, however, as you can see here, these orange signs are representing engineers required, and which ones I have. These ones are normal soldiers and these are scientists. So if you look at these places, basically right now I'm building here 7 days, Proving Ground 7 days, another power relay in 6 days. This power relay I have already, which basically means it is going to give my Avenger more power. What we do here, it's a bit different from last time. In the first one you had to build multiple power relays in order to get your power systems up. This time it's a bit easier. In bottom right here you can see you can upgrade them just by clicking on update. You can just either build a power conduit or an Illyrium conduit. Of course you can research stuff and get even better upgrades. You see what it costs, pretty expensive. 20 Illyrium crystals is not the worst, but 150 supplies, yeah, it's the same as in the first one. You will be lacking money, but in order to get the good amount of power out of these things, you will have to pay a lot. However, again, you can, by upgrading, put another engineer here and increase the amount of power that the power relay is giving you. I'm not going too much into detail. Basically, after researching these, you can start building all kinds of stuff in there. Let's for example see here. When you zoom in, you can see you can as well remove them again, or here upgrade simply. Let's remove one for now. And then you see there's an empty build facility. If you click on it, you will have a choice. Right now we are on power relay, and it shows you how it's going to look like. Guerrilla tactics, school, defense matrix, resistance comms, Psylab, stuff like that. However, you can research more options, and throughout the game you will be able to build more and more stuff and upgrade that kind of stuff, which is pretty expensive, but in the end you will gain better technology. However, I do recommend getting yourself a lot. I haven't really had the need of getting scientists, but a lot of engineers. Engineers is what makes this game faster for you. For example, Advanced Warfare Center. In this case, the Advanced Warfare Center, what it does, healing rate plus 100 and retrained soldier abilities. So what I would have to do, I can send any of my soldiers there that I have trained already, that have a certain rank, and basically retrain them in case I want to give them other possibilities and other skills. However, the healing rate is what's really important, because when your people come back wounded, it can take them up to 30 days to come back, and the healing rate basically halves that. Keep that in mind. However, just a short review here. Going to the engineering lab, it's the same as in the old one. You can build items, buy them, armor, weapons, and go back to facilities. It's just a shortcut. In the bottom you see you can also take the shortcuts if you don't want to have to find them or click on them. It's totally fine.
I got a report of some creaking down by the aft lift yesterday. I just hope it's not metal.
Bar
fatigue.
memorial, the same as in the first one. The people that have died will be displayed here on the wall of fame. And then going to the armory, you can as well view soldiers again, send them to the Advanced Warfare Center, recruit, or look at the memorial. Going to the base and the bridge, this time things have changed. This time we have again a world map, but it's a bit different. You will have to fly separately into many countries and unlock them. And oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of it. Going back here, you do realize the map has gotten a bit bigger, and basically you will have to make lots of contacts to get little bonuses. However, that's it for now. The little bonuses you can see here: suit up, all armor and vest proving ground projects are completed instantly. All in, fire when ready. I don't want to spoil too much.
New course.
However, you just send your Avenger there, it's gonna fly there, and what you basically do in order to unlock these is basically you just click here, let the days go by, but do keep in mind, while you do this, only this timer goes down, all the others are going to stay the same. However, again, you have to make contact with each of these, let's say, countries or country ports where the rebellion is located. Once you do that, you have a contact, you get more money. If you put there a nice little thing here, a communication relay. Once a radio relay is installed, the resistance in eastern US will increase the regular collection to plus 150 supplies. The intel cost of making contact with nearby regions will also be reduced. Keep that in mind. So upgrading these is a pretty nice thing. You should do that. However, this time the black market is a place where you can fly to. But not only will you be able to sell your stuff there, no. This time you can buy some pretty nice and sweet things like here. For these costs on the left side, you will be basically buying... I'm sorry, these are not the costs, these are the things you will get. And what you basically have to do, they cost intel. Now intel is gained by playing missions or recovering resources. It's not too hard, the prices are pretty reasonable and the stuff is pretty nice to buy, like alien alloys, Silurium crystals. They basically like improve your research. These superior scope autoloaders, they are pretty hard to find, and throughout the game you have to pick up that loot. However, this is pretty much it. That was just some short version. Oh, I have some pop-up here. what you will have to do throughout the game is basically take down the enemies, take over the landscapes, and then further continue through the game. However, stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. Balokami out.